Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT and welcome back to another episode of the Carl Weezer Ultimate Player Career Mode, where we go from high school to college and hopefully getting drafted into the NFL. And between that, gonna be doing the combine. But now we're in college in Carl Weezer's season number 2, and today this game is personal. I was going back and forth whether I wanted to show this on the channel, but this game is personal. I want to break as many records as possible in this game. I want Carl to have his first game where he throws for over 10 touchdown passes. This will hopefully be our first game where we don't have to worry and we actually get a blowout. Most games we play in this series is scary and we end up almost losing. And if we win, it takes a miraculous comeback or a miraculous last second win or last second touchdown. But today's episode is a little bit different. University of South Alabama. My alumni. Not Carl's alumni, mine. It's personal. Hopefully guys do enjoy today's video, and if you do, make sure to drop a like on the video because every like really does help out the channel a lot. So let's see if we can smash 2,000 likes for today's video. Be sure to click the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Once we do hit 200,000 subscribers, I am going to be doing a massive console giveaway to you guys. So be sure to subscribe to have a chance to take part in an incredible giveaway. And if you want to have another chance to win a console, I am doing an Instagram console giveaway once we do hit 10,000 followers. So be sure to go follow my Instagram if you haven't, link in the description box below. Also, make sure to turn on the notification bell and have it selected to all videos so you do not miss any uploads on the channel. And starting today, I am going to start shouting out a comment every single video. The comment's going to be from the previous uploaded video, and one of the first 15 people to comment will be selected to be shouted out for my next video. So make sure you have notifications on to have a chance to be shouted out. As always, hang in there merch, top of the description box below. Every single dollar earned from the shirt sales is going directly to charity, getting so close to our goal of shirt sales. So be sure to go buy a shirt to be a part of a great cause while also rocking some awesome merch. Long intro RBT over with. Let's get into the rest of the video. So before we do jump into today's game, I do want to show you a couple things, how things have gone the last couple weeks. And also guys, if you are enjoying the series, it means a lot on the series if you do drop a like. It's not getting a lot of support view-wise, but as long as I see you guys are still there supporting it with the like button. Last episode hit over 1,000 likes. Let's see if we can beat that and hit 2K today. As long as you keep smashing the like button, as you guys are, I'll continue the series on the channel. But let me see if I can show you guys what the score was from here. And we can't. But as you see, we did win the last 2 weeks. We've improved to 5-1. We've got that ranking back up to 17. If you guys are familiar with this series, if you're not, linked to the playlist always in the description box below. We lost the first game of Carl's sophomore season, but we've won 5 in a row, and it's probably going to take us winning out the rest of the season to get ranked like back up to be able to possibly win the national or play for the national championship. Now with that said, let's go to the top 25 and see if we can see our schedule from here. So we can take a brief look at the top 25. Georgia Tech went all the way up to 5, and this is going to be interesting because Georgia Tech is one of our main rivals. Florida and Georgia Tech, we will play them the last week of the regular season, and they're up to number 5. Who did they beat last week to get ranked so high? They had to beat somebody pretty bad. Why did they go up so much? They beat Virginia. They've beat 3 teams with a combined 1 win, and they jumped all the way from 11 to 5. I guess did a lot. That's just interesting. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know why they jumped up 6 spots from this. But anyways, Alabama's number 1. You got Michigan State at number 2. Texas at number 3. Mississippi State at number 4, who's been the dark horse throughout this series. They almost played for the national championship at number 1. Here at number 2, they already have a number 1 vote, 5-0, and they're ranked number 4 in the country. Now, they actually had a bye week and they jumped up 6 spots. I've never seen such. Notre Dame, who was last year's national champion, does have a loss now on the year. They lost week 1 against Virginia Tech, so they're getting back up there in the polls. Texas A&M lost last week to number 1 Alabama. They dropped a couple of spots. Our rival Florida, they're 5-1 in the year. We're going to play them in a couple weeks. Florida State's up there. And any surprises? Houston's number 4. Iowa State, first time we've seen them ranked, and they're a 1-star prestige program, which is insane. But there we are, sitting at number 17. So if you do want to see how we played the last couple weeks, we beat Tennessee 35-23, and we beat Missouri 38-12. And last episode we did beat Arkansas 35-28. The rest of our schedule, we have the personal game against South Alabama. They haven't won a game, so we should have a big blowout here. But against Vanderbilt, we have Florida, Auburn, Kentucky, and Georgia. So 2 big games to finish off the year. To round out the top 25, LSU, Ole Miss, Ohio State, Virginia Tech, Maryland, North Carolina, Arizona State, and Northwestern. Now, I do want to see if by chance Carl's up there in the Heisman watch. And oh, let's go, my boys. For the first time in this series, Carl Weiser is in the top 5 of the Heisman race. And we're going to have a lot to say on that this week as we absolutely pad his stats. Apparently, we were number 1 last week, and then Tyler Newsome from Notre Dame, who was also at 99 overall, jumped him. But we have a lot to say in the last part of the season when Carl's going to win the Heisman. It's got to happen. If Carl doesn't win the Heisman, the series does not fulfill its full purpose. With that said, time to jump into the game. Drop a like on the video if you haven't. Let's do the gosh dang thing. If we don't throw at least 7 touchdown passes this game, I'm going to consider it a disappointment. So, boys, like I said, we're trying everything. And poor South Alabama, poor South Alabama is all I have to say. Oh, we're going to get sacked? Dog, they come out blitzing. They came out with the vengeance trying to kill Carl. So, I really hope this does not, like, turn completely on its head. And I hope this does not end up being some type of, like, scary upset potential. But we're gonna sling the ball all game long. RB down the seam, hard man. We have a hard man with the catch. Miko Hardman, 31 yards down to plus territory. And I might make this a 4 vertical type game. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about possibly throwing 4 verticals every time, just trying to solidify Carl Weiser's race in the Heisman. Oh man, I'm gonna throw it up to B. I'm gonna try to make the man make the catch. Okay. Maybe it's not going to be a full verticals game. That was almost a pick. That would have been bad for Carl's stats. 2nd down to 10. Let's be smart. Let's just make sure we get a decent lead before we start doing anything crazy. Because if we lose to my alumni, I'll be sad. Like, I'll be embarrassed because they're like a 61 overall in this franchise and they're 0-3. So that would be bad. So, good start though. 25-yard line. Unfortunately for my running backs, this is the game all for Carl. My alumni, I do what I want. So, Carl is going to throw the ball almost every play this game if we have to. Because I want Carl to get those stats. Nauta with the catch. 1st down at about the 12-yard line. So, aside from that one little hiccup there, things are golden on this first drive. So, 1st and 10 from the 12. Let's see. Be smart, Carl. Hit the curl. Javon Wims, who may or may not have been drafted, but for some reason is wild. He got drafted into the NFL, but somehow the NCAA ruled him eligible to still play for the Georgia Bulldogs with Carl. Dog, I guess when you have Carl Weiser as your quarterback, you can pull a ton of strings. So, we have an NFL player on our team. That means we should be able to win the national championship. So, 1st down. Do we just scramble? This is too easy. Carl Weiser's 1st touchdown. Maybe we just make it a 7 total touchdown thing. So, I mean, if we have to score a touchdown rushing, we have to score a touchdown rushing. So maybe we just try and score a total of 7 touchdowns with Carl Weiser. That should be a career high. My eye itches, but we're going to continue. So let's see if we can somehow get a quick score here. If my defense gives up a touchdown to a 60 rated South Alabama, I'm going to be disappointed. But I mean, we know how bad my defense has been in this series. A is open. Good throw from Carl. Now to the big target, the big tight end. 1st down, 31 yards within, I think, the red zone. That's almost 100 yards already for Carl. Down to the 17-yard line. And their coach wants us to run the ball, but nope. Bad coach. Bad Kirby Smart. Bad. We're trying to pound not pound the rock. We're trying to pound the stats. Tyreek McGee, 17 yards. Just look how easy this is. 6 of 8. Had a little hiccup on that first drive, but it should be smooth sailing from here. Who is the quarterback for South Alabama? I'm just curious. Can I not see a depth chart? Can I see at least a stats or something? I'm curious. I might know this guy. Game stats. Can we see? Please, if it's, I hope it's a guy named Dallas Davis. Please be Dallas. It's going to be, dog, who? Who is this man? Dog, who is that? I have no idea who this man is. AJ DeShazer. Dog, this is not a real person. So, I was looking for a guy named Dallas Davis. It's actually a friend of mine. But, there, dog, Dallas is a middle linebacker. Sam Harris. Okay, Dallas Davis. He's a white guy and he's a quarterback. Something got messed up here. And Sam Harris is a walk-on wide receiver and he's white and he's like 5'7". Okay, so that's funny. But anyways, let's continue in Carl Weezer's quest to hopefully have a big game and win the Heisman. So, okay, that's good. That's going to mess with my concentration. That's hilarious. So, first down and 10. Within the red zone. B, we got sacked. Was that Dallas? Dallas is converted from quarterback to middle linebacker. Interesting enough, Dallas in real life just actually is transferring for his senior year, which is sad. But, anyways, he's actually the quarterback that beat Mississippi State for us in real life. We did actually beat Mississippi State 2 years ago. We ended up the season doing awful. But somehow we beat Mississippi State in like the second week of the year. Which is wild. Our biggest win ever. But anyways, enough of that. Not about my alma mater. It's about Carl. It's about Carl doing the gosh dang thing and throwing a touchdown pass right here on 3rd down and 1. Just kidding. We have to scramble. A fast guy coming in hot. Why? Back of the end zone. Carl Weezer on the run. Hits Justin Schaefer, 3-yard touchdown reception. This is our 3rd touchdown. Okay, so we're at the 50-yard line. I want to see if we can get our 4th touchdown with Carl Weezer in this first quarter. 50 yards, take a big throw here. Just make sure we just don't force any type of pick. B, this could be it. That safety's awful. That safety's cut. Oh, if you could have stayed in bounds, that could have been it. But hey, DeAndre Walker, 9 of 11 passing is Carl. We still have one more play. Just kidding. Clock runs out. But not a bad first quarter as Georgia and Carl looks like they're going to go wild. The only bad possible thing about this is the coach might actually end up benching us because we have such a big lead. So that might be an unfortunate set of circumstances, but hopefully that doesn't happen. So here, Carl, we're going to get hit. Okay. Okay, South Alabama, I see you. That's what I would like to see from my alma mater. Not maybe against Carl, but in real life. Hopefully that happens soon. We got a new coach, new direction. Hopefully we can do the gosh dang thing. But not against Carl, that is. 2nd down and goal. Scrambling again. Some B. That's easy. Easy money. DeAndre Walker, 5-yard touchdown reception. 28-0. Exactly what I wanted. They scored. They actually scored. We have a guy named AJ playing quarterback who probably doesn't even exist. We have an offensive lineman converted at quarterback playing against us, and we gave up a touchdown. How embarrassing is that? RB down the seam. Go up and make a play, man. Well, dog, they're going to come back. I don't understand. If you guys have watched this series episode in and episode out, you understand our defense always plays great the first quarter, and immediately in the second quarter they give up touchdowns. Thank God they didn't that time. But we are 3 touchdowns away from reaching our mark. So I guess it might actually be a good thing stat-wise for Carl that they scored a touchdown. I just don't want any type of potential comeback to happen. Okay, B. Good throw from Carl with pressure in his face. Carl is going to be a first-round draft pick. Carl is going to be a unanimous #1 overall draft pick in the NFL. If he keeps making throws like that, that's incredible. 209 yards, not even halftime yet. So looking for a big, deep play here to just pad the stats quickly but surely. X. We need a perfect throw, Carl. Perfect throw, has the separation. DeAndre Walker, 45 yards. It is too easy for Carl the man. Our coach called full verticals this time. This wasn't me audibling to him. I know people might get kind of tired of me calling the same plays, but hey, we're trying to do what's the best interest of Carl. We all love Carl. We all want Carl to do good things in life. And this does not include getting sacked by this fast man. So Carl, good. Good throw from Carl. Evaded the defender. I respect it. So, 2nd down and 10. 1:30 left to go. Let's get one more touchdown. Let's get 40 points in the first half. That would be exactly what I wanted. B, need a good... That's a pick. That's the quality of our secondary here at the University of South Alabama. Hey, the coach is calling 4 verticals again. Maybe third time is a charm here. Not necessarily in field goal range. So let's see if we can hit one of our big targets down the field. Uh-oh. Gonna have to scramble here. RB, run up the field, man. Like what type of route is that? Like why, instead of running up the field wide open, he runs directly into a defender? So that's unfortunate. We do get the ball back again though, and I want to get these stats up. I want to do it. So we're going to audible to 4 verticals, although it was already 4 verticals. Actually, it won't let me audible to 4 verticals, so maybe now it will let me audible to vertical. I can't speak. The game is breaking my speech. So let's do this. Touchdown. Quick. B. That's easy. That is so easy. Not as easy as I thought, but that's just funny. DeAndre Walker is going off. 70 yards. 5th touchdown pass of the half for Carl Weiser. And they scored. We've allowed 14 points to a 65 rated offense with our quarterback playing middle linebacker. Insane. But that just lets Carl stay in the game for a little bit longer and keeps on throwing passes to Isaac Nauta down to midfield. Let's see if we can eclipse 500 yards passing this game. Isaac has 69 yards. That's what I'm talking about. Isaac's the man, knows what he's doing. So 3 minutes left to go. They actually almost have as many first downs, which is hilarious. So do we scramble here? Do we throw the ball? Can somebody run? Okay, so obviously they can't go back and update Playmaker, but at least they made strides. EA Sports have made strides in adding Playmaker, because I do not like my wide receivers just standing there when their quarterback's frantically scrambling outside the pocket looking for somebody open. So that was a good addition. At least they have made some strides, like I said. X wide open on the post. Walker is having a game. That's like possibly 500, not 5, dog, that's a lot of yards for a receiver, 200 yards. Carl's almost at 400. He might hit 500, but if a wide receiver hit 500 yards, dude, that would be a little bit too wild for my liking. So, 2 touchdowns away from our goal. Can we make it happen? If we don't get benched, it should happen. A is open, but our left tackle is trash. You're letting a backup or you're letting a converted quarterback get pressure on Carl. Dog, Carl is delicate. Carl does not deserve to be rushed. He does not deserve to be pressured. So 2nd down and 10. A's open. Just gonna dump it off. Get a couple yards here, but that's not what we're looking for. Dominic Sanders. That's a new name. That might be his first catch in this series. I don't know. But we're not looking to give handouts to like random wide receivers in this episode. We're looking to get Heisman, watch Carl Weiser to do the thing. So like nobody's open here. Maybe Isaac. Nah, it's gonna Dallas. That's my man. That's my man. That's why they did not convert you to a wide receiver. That sucks. We missed the field goal, but at least we're still in the game. So. If we score a touchdown here, they might take us out, which would screw us up. We'd still have 6 touchdowns, but I want 7. I set up for, okay, that's that's a touchdown. That's an easy money touchdown. Javon Wims, eventually, unless the Illuminati is trying to destroy my confidence, I think that's an easy touchdown. We have an NFL wide receiver on our team. We should be destroying South Alabama. So, are they going to take us out? No, we have a chance to make it happen. We have 5 touchdown passes, 1 on the ground. So that's 6 total. We need 1 more for our goal. Can we actually score 60 points? Let's make it happen quick. Can we make this happen quick? Is anybody? RB wide open. That's a touchdown again. That's a touchdown again. That's the man. Actually, nah, he's a slow guy. Riley Ridley. In real life, he's not slow because he's not a white fullback. But This roster creation just mess with everything. Converts linemen to wide receiver, converts wide receivers to fullback, converts quarterbacks to middle linebacker. Insane. Absolutely insane. RB, that's it. That's our 7th touchdown. Tyreek McGee, I think that might be his first touchdown pass or reception in this series. That's our 7th touchdown passing of the game. That might actually be 8. Maybe I don't count right. They're going to take it. I think they took us out. They took us out. We've scored 73 points. I think it's for certain, boys. Carl Weiser did exactly what we set out to do. 19 of 27, 515 yards, 7 touchdowns through the air, 1 rushing touchdown on the ground, 8 total. Insane. So to end off today's episode, we do see we have improved to number 14 in the country, but the most important thing right now is to see with our performance, did Carl leapfrog the quarterback from Notre Dame? Alabama lost to Kentucky. That's wild. The most important thing, did Carl Weezer go back up to the top? And yes, he did. We have to make it a point that Carl Weezer does win the Heisman this season and in this series, because without that, man, it's not going to be perfect. But hey, pretty cool. We'll have a top 5 Heisman matchup here in a couple of weeks when we do take on Florida. Their senior quarterback, Morrill Stevens, is in the Heisman race, but he will no longer be in the Heisman race after we come against them. But anyways, boys, that is going to do it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and it does mean a lot if you do drop likes on this series, because the views aren't really there, but the likes does mean a lot. So I'll keep it going if you guys can, hit a lot of likes. But be sure to subscribe if you are new. Turn on the notification bell if you haven't. With that said, I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. God bless, and peace.